Good day, Black USA News. I'm your host, Naijha Wright-Brown, co-owner of the Land of Kush VeganSoul Bistro in Baltimore and executive director of Black Veg Society. All today's guest wants to do is fund Black futures. Please welcome Jamye Wooten, founder of Cllctivly. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, Nigel. It's great to be here with you.
Oh yeah, as always, as always. So we want to talk about you, Jamye. Let's start by you telling us who you are, what you do, and why you're doing it.
Sure, Jamie Wooten, born here in Baltimore, come from a family of entrepreneurs. My dad had several nightclubs and dry cleaners in the city. My mom, a florist. My sister, a few pizza delivery stores. So, like entrepreneurship is definitely deeply rooted in our bones and DNA. And throughout that journey, though, saw the ways in which historically we just been disinvested and the ways in which we haven't had sort of the funds we need to really survive and thrive. And so much of my work has been around putting dollars back into supporting Black-led social change, in particular organizations here in Baltimore. I'm a former director of an organization called the Collective Banking Group. So working with over 200 churches in faith-based economic development in Maryland, D.C., in Virginia, have saw the ways in which historically the Black church has mobilized resources to support our community and taken some of that technology and modality to event collectively and launched that in 2019, again, to be a resource for those that seek to find, fund, and partner with Black social change organizations in Baltimore. Since we launched, we've mobilized over $750,000 in no strings attached grants to Black-led organizations here in Baltimore.
So what does collectively really mean? Like why and I was when I first connected with you, I was really impressed with the name of the company because I'm into branding and names. You know, as everyone knows, Land of Kush. It's always a question. What is Kush? Because we look at Kush and we think, oh, it's a place you're gonna go get high. You know, but it really teaches you to think about ancient African civilization and how we were and still are a powerful people. You know, we were enslaved for centuries. And people have this idea that that's always how it's been. But no, we are a powerful people. We weren't just slaves. And Kush represents that powerful rulership at one time in Ethiopia. So when I looked at collectively, I'm like, what does that really mean? So what does your organization collectively really mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think partly about Dr. King. We talked about the plantation and the ghetto were both created by those who have power to rule over the powerless, and fundamentally, collectively, is about organizing for power. That individually we may have some successes, but it's only through the collective that we can leverage power, self determination, and sort of get mobilize the resources we need to support and advance our common agenda as community. And so again, we started first on some of the backstories in 2015 after the murder of Freddie Gray. We launched Baltimore United for Change. It was a coalition of about 10 Black-led organizations here in the city. And during that time, we created the Skills Bank as an on-ramp for folks who weren't necessarily on the ground, but wanted to plug in. And we had over 260 individuals and organizations join this Skills Bank. And so when I launched Collectively in 2019, the goal was how could we create a more face-forward platform, invite more organizations, all Black-led organizations throughout the city to be a part of this. And we launched with our asset map directory, first mapping over 200 Black-led organizations based on their area of focus and neighborhood. We do a monthly micro grant where organizations can submit a 2 to 3 minute video and the community at large votes. And part of that process, you must integrate one of the values of the Nguza Saba, so one of the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. And part of that modality really is about us as a network. How do we get used to sort of mobilizing around shared values? Right, so I was clear. I would say Baltimore is a city of generals. Like you're not necessarily going to get all folks to join one organization. So what are those shared values and shared principles that we can come alongside with and begin to sort of tackle some of these pressing issues within our community?
You have a number of initiatives that came out of the collectively idea, the concept. I know I was really drawn to the Black Business Quest, which exposed me to a lot of Black business, and B, they may not all be vegan or veg friendly. it just gave me the idea. We have a lot, but like Baltimore alone is just majority Black led businesses and organizations, right? So it just exposed me to a lot of different networks. And when you look at this here, look, the Tendaya family, this is a young group that's just doing, man, I can't even speak
Right.
highly enough about them. And then you got Pastor Heber Brown in here with the Black Church Food Security Network. I remember when they were first getting started on the ground floor. And then my
Right.
sister here, Nika Namdi, Fight Like Be More. What are some of the accomplishments, the testimonial success stories coming out of what you've been doing with this organization?
Well, again, excited to see Tadea family as well. They were actually our first grant awardee, and to see their trajectory, they continue to stay focused and committed on the ground, serving community. Heber Brown and his work, the Black Church Food Security Network, also launched in 2015. He was a part of that Baltimore United for Change coalition, and I'm currently the chair of the Black Church Food Security Network. So super proud of his work as well. I mean, one of the things I'm excited about is the Michael Grant. I think that it one gives the opportunity to amplify so many organizations through the city. We hear from funders often too that they're searching the website, they're looking for organizations to fund, and so often, we become a place where we have become first funder and a resource for even the foundation community to find Black-led organizations in the city. Last year, we partnered with the Well Network and we launched the We Got Your Back campaign. That was a campaign to support a Black woman-led organization serving in the city with a $2,000 a month stipend. And so what
Hmm.
I often say is, we often invest in maybe in the project or the business, but not in the person. And so again, I lost my sister at 53. She owned two pizza delivery stores here in the city, as well as invested in real estate. And but passed away at 53. And so for me, the culture of health is very important. I want to make sure our sisters, as well as our brothers, some of the economic data around this Ryan Chetty data out of Harvard around economic mobility is that Baltimore is the worst place to be born a Black man as far as your economic trajectory and mobility. And so we want to make sure that we're giving folks the resources not just to survive but to thrive. And so excited about the We Got Your Back campaign. Every August is Black Philanthropy Month, and so that's when we launched our Collective Give, and that's a 24-hour day of giving to support Black-led organizations in the city. This year, we've turned it into 48 hours of giving with the goal of raising $1 million for Black-led organizations in the city. That's where the Baltimore Black Business Quest comes in. It's a scavenger hunt where these organizations can compete by purchasing goods at restaurants, local businesses, as well as visiting historical landmarks and receive points along the way. It's a mobile app that you download and get points every time you sort of check in at a particular place. And so we're highlighting Black businesses at the same time raising money for these Black-led social change organizations. And that leads us to the We Give Black Fest this year as we launched the partnership with the Vegan Soul Fest. And we're
Let's
excited
talk
about that.
about that.
Come on.
Yes, let's talk about that. I was going to go and say something about Khalees Campbell, but we'll get into that because
Okay.
that really was a blessing. That we're going to get to that because I can't thank you enough for the support that you gave Land of Kush through that connection. We Give Black Fest. Why? Why did you want to add a festival? I can tell you all about festivals, Jamie. We've been doing festivals for years. I can tell you all about it. So I just want to know why. Why did you want to do a We Give Black Fest?
It's something that I always wanted to do. I never really wanted to do sort of a gala or sort of banquet for Collectively. Again, since we've launched, we've never done a campaign for our own sustainability. Everything that comes in, we try to get it right back out on the street to support again Black-led organizations in Baltimore. Now over $750,000. So We Give Black. It is a ticketed event, but it's also around educating community. So we'll have folks from the philanthropic community on panels, funders, folks who are in the community running organizations. So the chance to network and partner to find out about where funds may be within the community, and really just amplify Black-led organizations. We'll do the Changemaker Awards on Sunday in partnership with the Medicine Show. So we really want to get community out in a more decentralized way. Again, instead of sort of a gala as a way to come together, raise some money to support Black-led social change organizations, at the same time give organizations the opportunity to learn and engage with folks who are doing this work. I'm not just here in Baltimore. We also have some national speakers coming in as well.
Why partner with Vegan Soul Fest? I know, and let me give everyone a backstory. Vegan Soul Fest is obviously a vegan fest for us folk. So let me just put it like that. You know, me and Brenda Sanders of Afro Vegan Society partnered together in 2014 to bring what we felt was the vegan fest, veg fest experience for our multicultural folks in Baltimore. And we've been doing it all the way up until 2019, right before the pandemic, that summer before the pandemic. And once the pandemic happened, no more fests. So gone for 2 years. So in thinking about how we were going to come back, and all this alignment of collectively, ironically, it couldn't have been no other better collaboration than to connect with brother Jamye on his initial experience with the festival and our tenured experience with the festival, but bringing it into a paid ticketed experience through, I guess, would you say, merger, meshing of veganism, non-veganism, give blackness, all that stuff. So I think we really created something different, totally different than no one is doing across the country, maybe not even in the entire world. So this is really an event that you want to be at. And I know we have a flash sale going on this weekend, 25% off tickets. You just, what is it? Take off 25 and you can get 1 day, 2 day, 3 day tickets to this event. It's running Friday, August 19th to Sunday the 21st at South Point in West Covington Park. That's Port Covington to those that don't know. So we will be there for 3 days, going hard. As you can see, the lineup, we got Moo Fresh is going to be there. We got a host of DJs that are well known in the city that are going to be there. If you go to wegiveblack.com, you'll see all the information there. Saturday is going to be jumping with a few of our vegan artists, soulful artists in the house. And then Sunday, our more family type day, as Jamie mentioned, Reverend Starsky will be there talking about all the initiatives that they're working on. So again, wegiveblackfest.com. Please get those tickets. Collectively need your support. He just told you $250,000, no, $750,000 have been raised. Let's get it to double that number. How about 1.5 million, y'all? Let's get it there. So you definitely want to support that. So again, I'm happy that we are collectively partnering on this initiative. And when you speak of collectively, a lot of people think they know what that means, but it doesn't mean working in total silos and then once in a while you're getting together with people and you might do a couple of things and that's it. It really is a marriage of partnerships and being consistent. I can tell you with Black Veg Society, we consistently partner with people every year on our outreach initiatives. And no, you don't have to be 100% vegan. You don't have to be, 100% plant-based, but you have to have some about or some interest in, I want to disseminate this information to my community because we know people are dying in droves, more so than the gunshots out here in the community. And we want to educate people on how to eat right and stop dying of diabetes, cancer, stroke, and all these other, illnesses that we have that are preventative if you can eat right. But enough of my soapbox, Jamie. Right. It is all about you. What is your thoughts about the collaboration so far with the We Give Black Fest? Because like you said, this is your first festival. How's it going? What are you expecting?
It's going great. I mean, obviously you and Brenda are great partners, and we're excited to come alongside you both as veterans in this festival space. And so taking us underneath your wing, we're excited about that. We thought it was a great opportunity to get particularly our nonprofit organizations in front of a large audience. They'll have an opportunity to raise money. Again, the collective give will be taking place during that time as well. And so we're just very excited. It's been a great partnership. It's in the spirit of what Cllctivly is, around collaboration, around shared resources, shared wisdom. And so we're excited to partner with you and Brenda and the Vegan Soul Fest. And again, in alignment with the spirit of what Collectively is all about. We are truly stronger together. It makes sense to mobilize our resources to have greater impact in our community. So we're excited about this.
And we're still looking for sponsors. We need
Absolutely.
sponsors, donations, and people to share the word. So I see you there, Michael. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, please let us know.
Tampa.
From Tampa, Baltimore,
Mhm.
from Tampa. Yes, please, Michael. We hope that you attend the fest and tell your friends. Share, share, share. Please share this out. As many people that see this and know what's going on, the better, because we need your support. Um, do you have the program, the actual program specifically of what we can expect at the inaugural We Give Black Fest? Like, what will be actually going on in terms of the specific program on what days? And then you have the business quest, right? So can you talk about how all that's going to tie in?
Sure, I'll start with the beginning of our week. Really, that August 15th, we open up to our business partnerships. So we have businesses around the cities who will be fundraising on our behalf. So just got Care First as of yesterday. Upsurge is a part of it. We have a couple more corporations that are using their networks, their employees and customers to amplify this work. So we'll open up our portal on the 15th. Technically, the collective give begins on the 19th and the 20th. On August 17th, we launched the Baltimore Black Business Quest. And again, that is a scavenger hunt that takes place across the city. Last year, I think we had about 35 businesses that participated and about 60 organizations that competed. There's $10,000 in prizes, but also you can compete as an individual as well. And so we have individual category for those who just want to be a part of the fund, support Black businesses, for a chance to win gift certificate and small cash prizes as well. And then on Friday, we launched with, I was a fellow last year at AFI, the Association of Black Foundation Executives. So we launched with a conversation with Susan Batten, who's the president of AFI, with my good brother, Imani Bumani Johnson of the Navasi Fund. And they'll be in conversation around their research they did together called the Case for Funding Black-Led Social Change Organizations. We'll do a few online virtual conversations, and then we'll show up in the flesh on the ground at the festival. And we'll start with some of our panels. One of our panels we launched yesterday around centering community in philanthropy. So that's a conversation with some local funders who have been practicing a more participatory, trust-based model of philanthropy, making sure that the expertise within the community is also centered and that this is a partnership. I always say partnership, not paternalism. How might we partner in this together? So I think it's going to be a great panel. We have John Brothers from T. Rowe Price Foundation, Daniel Terrain at Open Society Institute, Terrell he's at Hofberger Foundation. Alicia Lee just came on for the Baltimore Children and Youth Fund. Yinka is working at Shared Power Foundation. So just amazing folks in this philanthropic space who are really thinking about how they shift money and resources back to community. We have Vic Carter from WJZ who will be coming in and leading a panel on what rises out of uprising. So again, having this conversation around, since 2015, often we hear about the crime and the violence in the city, but don't necessarily talk about all the things that were birthed, like the Black Church Food Security Network that
Right.
went from connecting, farmers on Maryland Eastern Shore to Black churches in Baltimore, now hitting North Carolina and about 20 different cities across the country. Heber Brown is building out a pipeline and supply chain, and it's important to understand that, again, we have amazing innovation happening in this city that often goes unnoticed and under resourced. And so Vic Carter will be leading a panel with a few folks who have launched initiatives since 2015. Another WJZ and former Baltimore Raven host is our brother Torrey Smith. He'll be leading the panel on community MVPs. He hosts a session over there at WJZ on community MVPs. And so he'll be talking to some community change makers as well. We have panels on health and wellness, of course, on Black cooperatives. Ron Hance from DC will lead a conversation around Black cooperatives. There's reproductive justice, right? So we're hitting the full mantle, a couple of documentaries as well. So we're extremely excited. It is powerfully packed with a lot of great information. It's definitely worth the price. If you thought about, your own investment into your education, continue education. Like this is a great way to get in front of some amazing folks in a network to get into advance your own work if you're part of this social change community.
And thank you, Ivory Pearl, asking about the link. I have posted both links for WeGiveBlack.com for the festival, so you can get tickets there. Again, there is a 25% off ticket sale going on this weekend that ends Saturday evening at 11:59. So take off 25. Use that code. Look at what you're getting. You got the market. We got over 40 vegan restaurants. When I say vegan restaurant, we're talking about a multicultural experience. Land of Kush is going to be there. We're one of the major sponsors of this event, so we're going to be in the house with our food. So if you know our food is good. But just think about the other over 39 vegan food vendors that are going to be there. Just let me tell you something. We got it better than you all with the meat eating. Okay, hands down. We got everything you can ever think of, and we're flavoring it and it's savoring. So over 40 vegan vendors are going to be out at South Point, West Covington Park. We got a wellness village. You need your wellness, so don't get it twisted. Everybody needs some type of physical, mental, spiritual. You need wellness, so we got the wellness video, the village with the massages, the Reiki, yoga, all of that stuff. Come and clear your mind, body, and spirit in the wellness village. The conscious talks, just as Jamie said, we got that going on, as well as if you want to learn a little bit more about the vegan plant-based diet lifestyle from certified professionals. We're talking about doctors, pediatricians, people who have reversed their cancer. Reverse cancer without chemotherapy, folks. So you're going to want to talk to these folks. They are award-winning. They're doing the darn thing. One of them is Tracy McQuarter, pushing the initiative with the 10 million vegan Black women. If you don't know Tracy McQuarter, then you don't know what's going on, because she was running when Dick Gregory was out there. Cooking demos throughout the weekend, and we like to party, so all day we're gonna have the DJs, we're gonna have VIP experiences. We got Leora 00, but we also got Black Swan coming in with the vegan VIP experience. So you're gonna want to be there. Again, Friday, August 19th to Sunday the 21st. WeGiveBlack.com. Get the tickets. Get them on sale, because we don't want y'all all upset. Talk about, hey, y'all charging all that. We charging what the festival is worth, because we're trying to raise. Jamie's trying to raise 1.5 million, and this is how we're going to do this. We're going to do this by supporting this fest. What other asks do you have here, Jamie? Because I could talk about how people need to buy tickets and be at the vegan fest and the We Give Black Fest all weekend. I could be talking about this all month. You got to be there. But what other asks do you have?
Sure. I mean, if you're a Black-led nonprofit organization in the city, register to the Collective Give. If you go to WeGiveBlack.com, you'll see the link for Collective Give. Register your organization. It's a great way to raise funds for your organization. Last year, we raised $102,000 in 24 hours. Again, this year, we're going for 48 hours. So register your organization. There's prizes and gifts, matches throughout the 48 hours. We also are partnering with some of our local businesses. And if you are a business and you want to fundraise on behalf of Black-led social change organizations, you also can go to CllctivelyGive.com and sign up as a business fundraiser. We can provide signage for customers, employees that also want to participate and give on that day. And of course, buy your ticket to WeGiveBlackFest.com, to Vegan Soul Fest. Go to WeGiveBlack.com or VeganSoulFest.com and buy your tickets. It's a great way, again, to support Black-led social change organizations. We don't host a gala or annual fundraiser. This is a great way to support independent Black-led institutions that are working on the behalf of community to mobilize resources.
I have to tell you, Jamie, where's that picture? This right here. This is when Jamie and I became real close, outside of the Black Business Quest, because we came close there, when I was winning some money for Black Biz Society. I was really determined. I was very competitive. I had to win a couple of $1,000s. So thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Khalees Campbell, I remember it was yesterday. I received a phone call. I don't know if it was you or somebody from their office, and they're like, "We want to give some money to Land of Kush." And we were really in need at that time. So it was just,
Mm.
when you're blessed and you're blessing everyone, then blessings come back. So it is a real thing. And at that time, we couldn't appreciate that support. I mean, I don't even know how to thank you. Like, we were so happy to get the support from Khalees Campbell. So again, we appreciate that. And I just had to get you on Naijha Speaks. If no one knows, I have a show, Naijha Speaks, where I am talking about your vegan soul and how you can get there, because we all got compassion in us. Sometimes we need a little help getting it out. So when you think vegan, don't think these crazy radicals. Just think compassion, and we all have that level of compassion. I don't care if you're a born killer. There's some love in there that needs to come out. And I kind of help people do that through interviews and just teachings. And NaijhaSpeaks.com is my website if you want to get into that and learn more about what I'm doing there. NaijhaSpeaks.com and those interviews. But I appreciate you again. Are there any other strong messages that you wish to send? Any teachings that you wish to share for new business owners? Anyone trying to do the work that you're doing? Because when I grow up, I want to be just like you. I want to give away all this money and have all these contests for people. What can people do? What would you share? What is that message?
Well, I do want to give some love to Khalees Campbell and his support and how he came alongside us. For those who don't know, he is a Baltimore Raven. He was the NFL Man of the Year. And as part of this award as NFL Man of the Year, you also receive a cash prize as well. And he was looking for an organization to support. And I always say, he could have did the easy check mark and went to the Boys and Girls Club or the Y or someone else, but he took his time. He did his due diligence. We had several conversations, and it was a time even for us that we needed the support. And so he came alongside us with a $200,000 investment. We had launched the Baltimore Black-led Solidarity Fund with the goal of providing $5,500 micro grants. So we were trying to raise $25,000, and we had folks like Calais just sort of knock that out the water. And also want to thank Otis Rowley, who was at the Rockefeller Foundation. He's leaving now, but he was instrumental in this partnership. And I think it's important as we think about this work from grassroots to Black folks who are situated in philanthropy to individuals of high net worth, and how we're sort of creating this triangle and mobilizing resources to Black-led organizations. And so Calais not only made that initial investment, but then came back. And so the investment we had for Land of Kush and for Onion Handmade, and the brother Jeff Johnson has a company called Journey, a backpack company. So those investments also come from Calais. He's a brother who has a strong team, who's deeply committed to Baltimore and to the community. So I definitely want to thank him and highlight him for his investment and partnership with Cllctivly.
And Calais, my apologies for chopping that name up. I know nothing about football. I mean, I need my husband here. So Calais Campbell, thank you. We appreciate your support. Jamye, how can we best reach you directly if you want people to reach you directly? And why should we reach out to you? Please tell us.
Sure. Hello at cllctively.org is the email. You also can go to cllctively.org. Outside of what we're getting ready to do for August, the Black Philanthropy Month, we have several opportunities to receive funding for your organization. So there's a directory. You should sign up your organization. It's a great way to for the foundation community, individual investors, donors, volunteers who are looking in particular to serve Black-led organizations. It's a great way to be seen and have your work amplified. So definitely go to cllctively.org and sign up today, or follow some of the Black-led organizations that are there serving the community. Again, if you're looking for funding, it's a great place to start. Also, we'll be launching a cohort in the fall. It'll be our first cohort of working with 20 Black-led organizations in the city. So if you want to learn more about initiatives that will be forthcoming, please go to cllctively.org and go to wegiveblack.com to register for this festival, please.
And with that being said, I'm gonna have to, take this time to do my plug for Vegan Soul Fest. Again, the flash sale is there, 25% off all festival passes. Sale ends July 23rd, and I love that number 23. You know, I'm a numerology person. If anybody doesn't know, I'm all into astronumerology. I'm good friends with Lloyd Strayhorn. My old school people should know who he is. Go check out NaijhaSpeaks.com if you want to know more about Lloyd Strayhorn. The sale ends July 23rd at 11:59, 25% off tickets. I don't care if you go to VeganSoulFest.com to get the tickets. I don't care if you go to WeGiveBlackFest.com to get the tickets. The tickets are the tickets, and we need your support. This is how you do things collectively, okay? Forget the egos. It's the eco. It's the ecosystem, and this is how we do this collectively. Main stage lineup. Let me just show you this again. Mumu Fresh on Friday, and we got a surprise probably coming. Please pray for us. A big surprise coming. DJ Von Vargas, DJ 5-Star. I know y'all want to support that, man. This man has been supporting the Baltimore community and black businesses for years. Wasn't he the president of the Black Business Chamber of Commerce?
Yeah, on the board. He's everywhere. He's serving the community.
Al Rogers and the Lord Band, Brandon Woody and Upendo. My brother-in-law Johnny Graham in the Groove is performing, so you got to support that. Nexus DMV on Saturday. We got Daily. He is a vegan. Let me tell you something. I call him like the Tina Marie, if you will, of the community. So he gonna blow on Saturday with Jay Nova, who's also vegan and a soulstress. Queen HD, the DJ. Come on, TJ. DJ Tons is gonna be there. We got B Love, some local artists, Easy Jackson, Kaja, Khalil, Ishmael, Niante. Then on Saturday, let me tell you something. Our people Gray, plant-based dripping Gray. If you haven't heard him rap, then you ain't even up on the times yet. DJ Soul is going to be spinning along with DJ Ty Alexandra. Come on, man. She's over there at Jazzy Summer Nights. You got to know her. Glow Shines, Javier Starks, my people. Jordan Gillis. Oh, he's got a whole nother style. And Wifty Bangora. They're going to be our lineup. Look, this is where vegan food, music, wellness, and impact come together in a philanthropic space. If you really want to support everything we were doing, everything that we've done, you need to be in the place August 19th through the 21st. If you can't do all the days, just buy tickets to give the bands to somebody else. The money is the money. We're going to use the money to support all these artists, all the initiatives that we support. This is what we're doing. So please support Black, give back to Black. We're going to have the mouth-watering vegan grub there, Land of Kush, and the 39 plus other vegan vendors. Music for your soul. We all need it. We've been through hell for the past couple of years. We need true music for the soul, not this degrading stuff that sometimes we hear out there. And you're going to take it all in with some knowledge, some real vegan soul food knowledge, plant-based knowledge. Just get the education. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. Just get the education and you apply it as you wish. But at least get the education and definitely give back to Black. We are so thrilled to partner with Cllctivly and their inaugural We Give Black Fest. This is a movement that empowers Black-led social change organizations by increasing the visibility of their work, providing resources for their success, and cultivating greater impact in Baltimore. Let me tell you something. This is a national festival focused on Baltimore. And if you don't understand what we're delivering, then you don't really understand anything, and you ain't down with being collective. Is this nationwide, Irie, or just in Baltimore? Let me tell you something, Irie. I'm so happy that you asked that question. If we can do the darn thing in Baltimore in August 19th to the 21st, we can make this nationwide, but we need the people. We need the people to come out and support. If the people support, we can put this in major cities around the country. We have the power to do. You're looking at powerful organizations coming together and putting this idea into effect. People don't think we can do it. Guess what? It's going to get done. And if you want this in your city, be it Chicago, Cleveland, wherever the city is, let's make it happen in Baltimore, because I can tell you one thing, Baltimore needs the blessing. And if there ain't a better time, August is the time. So please make it happen. Thank you for that question. It's been a pleasure. Shout out to Donnie Glover of Be More News. As you can see, he awarded Land of Kush not that long ago with Black Owned 2022 award. So we appreciate that. BeMoreNews.com. And please make sure that you are following him and Black USA News Today. I hope to come back on again with some more coverage about some other things. But please, whatever you all do out there, please be well, be safe, eat to live, think to live. And what do you want to say, Jamie, before we roll out?
Shout out to Donnie as well. He's been holding it down. Thank you for continuing to amplify our work throughout the years, and appreciate this partnership. Go to WeGiveBlack.com. Let's get these tickets sold. And again, to the brother about the partnership nationally, absolutely. We got folks reaching out already for 2023 who wanted to take this stuff nationally. So it's important for us, though, to have Baltimore as sort of the epicenter, as ground zero for this work. So I think it's important to make this successful first year it launch.
All right, y'all. Black USA News. Stay black.
That's right. Peace.